Paul and Barnabas are preaching the good news about Jesus in the town of Lystra. One day they see a man who has been lame from birth. Imagine, this man has never been walking in his whole life. He has been listening to Paul's preaching. Now Paul looks at him intently and sees the man has faith to be healed. So Paul says to him in a loud voice, "Stand up straight on your feet." And look, the man jumps to his feet and starts walking. The crowds who see this start shouting in their local dialect, "The gods have come down to us in the likeness of men." They think Paul and Barnabas are gods in human form. The people decide that Barnabas is the Greek god Zeus, and that Paul is Hermes, because Paul was the chief speaker. Then the priest of the temple of Zeus, which is just outside the town, brings oxen and garlands to the town gates. He wants, together with the people, to offer sacrifices to the apostles. But when Paul and Barnabas hear this, they tear their clothes in dismay. They run in among the multitude and cry out, "Men, why are you doing these things? We also are men, just like you. We preach to you that you should turn from these worthless things and turn to the living God, who made the heaven, the earth, the sea, and all things that are in them." Yes, it is God who made everything. He also made you and me. He needs to get all the glory, also from us. The apostles continue, "Although the gospel was not preached here before, God showed you his goodness. He is the one caring for you. He is the one sending you rain and giving fruitful seasons. He is the one giving food and joyful hearts." Paul and Barnabas don't want to be honored for what God is doing. But with their words, they can scarcely restrain the people from sacrificing to them. Then some of the Jews from Antioch and Iconium arrive. Do you remember how they wanted to persecute the apostles? These Jews win over the crowd. They stone Paul and drag him out of town, thinking he is dead. But as the believers gather around Paul, he gets up and goes back into the city. Is he not scared? Paul knows the Lord will never leave him. He trusts God in whatever will happen to him. Do you do that as well? The next day Paul leaves with Barnabas for Derbe. Also there they preach the good news, and many become Christians. They then return the way they have come. They stop in all the places they have been before to encourage the new Christians to continue in the faith. They remind them they must suffer many hardships to enter the kingdom of God. Paul and Barnabas appoint elders in each new church to lead them. They pray and fast and commend the Christians to the Lord, in whom they have believed. After preaching about Jesus in Perga, the first town where they started their trip through modern Turkey, they traveled to nearby Attalia and board a ship, sailing for Seleucia. From here they make their way back to Antioch in Syria, where their journey had begun. There they had been commended to the grace of God for the work which they now have completed. Paul and Barnabas called the church in Antioch together to report everything God has done through them. They share how the Gentiles have become followers of Jesus. They then stay in Antioch for a long time with the believers. It is always nice to have such fellowship.